I'm Bernice, and this is a demonstration of a project for a employee computer request in ServiceNow. This is the service portal. This is the service catalog, the employee computer request, which is what I made. There were some required fields requested by and requested for that they be auto-populated, but also at the same time be able to change them to other things. Business justification, and then to be able to select the computer model from the available hardware, the ones that are available. The only two choices right now available are the Apple MacBook or the Asus G series. So those are the two. But right now, I'm not going to do this here in this browser because this is the manager who can approve them. So right now, the manager has 10 approvals. And there's also the manager can see the approvals here in the service portal, but they can also get it. That's an example of one. They can also get it if they go to the all menu here in ServiceNow. This isn't the service portal. They could go to my approvals and see the list up there also. So that's another way to see it. So they could bring it up that way and see the information on here. I am in this window, uh, this browser. I am Fran, who is on the manager's team, and she's also in the service operations. So when she logs in, she gets this workspace. Not all users get that, but she can also go to the service portal and she's going to request something and she wants to do the employee computer request. And this is for her and by her. And this is for work. And she's going to choose that. And then she's going to order that. That's just a confirmation message. Right. So now we can see that it's waiting for her manager's approval. And you can see the details on here. So for now, let's see. And this is her team's work here. And this one is the request is number 61. These are tasks. So this isn't for this one. This was a previous one. So it's not there yet because we got to get the approval. But this is where we'll see it in a minute. So we'll go to the other window and we'll refresh this. So it was 10. So now it's 11. And this is a minute ago. So this is the manager getting her request for the employee computer. And there was this manager, this company, they did not want to see any price information on here. So that's not displaying it for that reason. The manager's going to approve it. So it gets a confirmation message and we see that the approvals are back to 10. So then this is the managers here. So this is, now we see it there too in this other list that the manager can look at. So, and the manager has access to the dashboard, which is, let's see, let's go here. And this is this is only for the manager in this case, and the manager. And this is the dashboard showing these reports, these visualization. This is a list of the currently available computers. We can see that there's a lot of that type, but there's only a few apples. Just did that one. And it shows the number of requests awaiting approval. There's other managers that have requests also. So this manager doesn't have all of those requests, but some other managers, because any employee can go to the service portal and make a request, and they have different managers. See, these are the number of requests completed in the last 30 days, the average time from the request to complete, and the most requested models, and then the overdue requests. So there's some service level agreements, SLAs on the computer requests, that there's a 7-day SLA, and there's also for the whole request to be completed, and there's also a 4-hour SLA for the tasks that are assigned to the groups and then to the individuals there. And the tasks will be assigned to a group, and then the group has there's 4 hours that they have to assign it to one of the team members on that group. All right, so in here we see that there's 29 total computers. So right now, before we fulfill this, it's 29. And then we'll go back to the other window. And so Fran made the request, and this is her, because she's on this team, she can see this workspace. Let's go, we're going to, I'll change over to, so now there's another task for Fran there. We'll go in as another team member that has the access. That's Fred. And Fred is going to go to his team's work, and he is going to see that new request and assign it to himself. He could assign it to someone else too, but he's going to assign it to himself and save it. Now, on this task, this is only for provisioning the computer. This is the service operations workspace because he's part of that. This button is to provision it here. There is another way to see that. So there is another way to form. Let's see. So another way to access that is if, let's see, I have to impersonate another user, Fred. And then if we go to the menu, and we are going to go to my, let's see, there's my work and my group's work. Let's see, my work and my group's work. So he could go to my group's work, and he could also see it there, the list of tasks, and then there's also, could create a favorite there. And if you wanted to go to his work, we don't see that yet. Oh, that's SLAs. Oh, let's see. Service desk. Okay, there it is. Under the groups work, and then this is the one he just is 10 as 158. It's this one. So you could also see it this way. This is not inside the workspace. And on this, if he were to look at it this way, he could still provision the computer. It's a button to provision, and it's the form with this information. Same form, and the buttons do the same thing. It's just there's a button for this workspace or for this form, and then there's a button for the workspace also. So to provision it here, and once he provisions it, it'll update this task, and then there'll be another task uh, to deliver to the computer. The reason why is the flow that does the for this is based off okay, so that tells you that it was provisioned. It's based on the other workflow that the company uses, and then that there was first a provision work one, and then a field services. So currently, this is updated. They wanted this to go to field services, so there's just two different tasks: one to provision, and then one to deploy. So this is updated. It provisioned the computer, and it logged the notes in here and marked it closed complete. So now if we go back here and we update this, let me see, it goes back to my team's work. There's a task to deploy it to the user. And someone else may be able to take this, or if Fred can do it, he can take it. And then he can save it. And then once it's delivered, you can close it out. And once it's closed out, it's going to automatically update the request as closed complete also. And if we state close, the requested item is now completed. So we can see it all there. So then now if we go back to the reports, it's the other window here. So it was 29. And now we're down to 28. So there's one less here in this report on that the manager looks at. And also the completed requests. So that is the monitoring. There are notifications also. So throughout the request, there's different notifications that go out. So I'm going to not log out. I'm going to end the impersonation. It's just something the administrator can do to test as other people. Uh, so if we go to um, this is something the admin can do, but because I don't have access to their email boxes, but they were getting emails throughout this whole process that the request was completed, when the task was assigned to group, um, when that's if it needed to, if they needed to make a request for stock. So there's different notifications on the task notification, the group task notification, when it's assigned to the groups, an email for the approval request. And so I don't have access to their email boxes, but these were what were going out and when it was created, approved. Um, so those are the notifications. We have the SLAs, the dashboard, the catalog item, and the auto closure. And so that is the employee computer request. And I thank you and wish you a great day.